Hello, book lovers. I'm Kiki, and welcome back to my little corner on the internet. It's lovely to have you here. So, I am going to post part 4 of my January challenge next week because why should I post a February TBR like halfway through February? Doesn't make sense. If you watch next week's video, you will see me slowly start falling into a little bit of a reading slump. And so this month, as much as I want to continue using my TBR jar or TBR wheel or any sort of fun way to figure out which books to read, I am going to go with mood and what might be able to get me out of a reading slump. I also did not manage to actually finish January's TBR, so if I end up feeling like it, I might pick up a book or two from the ones that I didn't read in January. Otherwise, it will just be put back in the jar and I will just put it back on the shelves. But yeah, because I am in a reading slump, it is going to be actually quite difficult for me to actually really pick books that I want to read this month. But something that I am 100% certain of that will make it easier for me to read is if I read Percy Jackson, The Heroes of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I feel like I'm in a Greek mythology mood, especially a younger retellings, as much as I want to read Atalanta or Herc or something. It's just the thought of picking that up is making me want to lose my mind. This, on the other hand, I'm really excited about because I reread Percy Jackson, The Olympians in January, first week. Loved it. Couldn't wait to pick this up. Didn't want to do it in January, though. So I feel like maybe even starting off with these is going to be great. And I cannot wait to reread these. And then it is time for me to actually start picking up the Rick Riordan books that I have not read yet. So this series is probably going to be loosely put on my February TBR. Any of the books that I mentioned right now will be loosely put onto my TBR. Then February is Black History Month, and I want to diversify my reading as it is. I feel like I should maybe see if I manage to read some of those books. Maybe even from my TBR. And I'm sort of eyeing Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert for this. I've been wanting to read these for a while, especially since the trilogy blew up on TikTok and, honestly, the book community. And I just feel like this is going to be a cute little quick romance that, yeah, it'll work for a reading slump, you know? And then, because I really want to continue with the series, I think I'm going to see if I can reread Amari and the Night Brothers and then finally get to Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. And the third one is out now as well, I believe. And then I can potentially buy that. And I loved the first book so much. It was absolutely incredible and I cannot wait to reread it and then continue the story because I was so sad when I realized that I needed to wait for the second book to come out. And then I think I sort of subconsciously decided that I wouldn't read this until the third one was out, and I got that, but I haven't bought the third one yet. And so I feel like I should now definitely reread book 1, read book 2, get book 3 to then read that maybe in a couple of months. Now, similar to that, except I haven't read the first one yet. It's just I haven't bought the third one yet. I really want to see if I can read Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Because honestly, I mean, look at this cover. It's gorgeous. And just like, I'm always a big fan of like pretty maps, but I'm an even bigger fan of pretty hardcovers under the sleeve. Like, how could I not love this? Also, the paperback of or maybe at least in Germany, it was like the first paperback that came out of this had the most gorgeous, like, stenciled edges, sprayed edges. I still don't know the difference. I should really look that up. But I need to read this. Like, how could I not have read this yet? I bought this 3 years ago. No, now almost, I think. And so I have the first two, and like, also, they look so gorgeous together. Like, usually I say that, and like so many of the books that I've shown literally have people on the cover, but maybe it's the more realistic looking people that I don't love on the cover, but like anything that's like sort of like drawn, I like apparently, but it's so gorgeous. Also, the difference in size between the first and the second, like, I'm scared. So I think I might put at least the first one. I'm not gonna overdo it, That's a. Oh, also, just in case you're wondering, this is like a dehumidifier or whatever it's called, and I found it with things 2 months ago or something, and so I was like, you know what? Why not put it up just in case? And the first couple of weeks, like nothing was in there, and now it's like, why is there so much water in there? Just in case you saw and were wondering what that was. But is there anything else that I sort of need a German book, I feel, on my TBR? Okay, so still for Black History Month, I might see if I reread a book by Kaylin Barron. Okay, I can only find book 2 right now, but like, This Wicked Fate is the second book, and the first book is This Poison Heart, and it's also Greek mythology inspired, and it's queer, and it's like young adult. So I feel like this would work well with my brain right now as well. So I'm gonna put that on there as well. Okay, please, if you have any good recommendations for like Black authors and Black stories, please let me know, because I am realizing that I feel like that's almost everything I have on my shelf, and I don't like that. There needs to be more diversity on these shelves, honestly, so please give me some recommendations. But like I said, I think I should read a German book. And because I read the first book of this in January, I feel like I should just get it over with and read the second book in February. And the nice thing is the audiobook is quite good, so I can like probably audiobook a good chunk of it. And that would then make this the first series of my 25 and 2025 that I would have like properly read, which would be absolutely amazing. So I think I'm gonna do that. You can see I'm very much just like, I don't even know if I'm in the mood for that. I'm gonna check it out, and then if I like it, I'll read it. If not, I won't. I'm not stressing myself out this month, I don't know if I'm really in the mood for anything else. Ooh. I just saw this on my TBR card because I had put it there because I wanted to read it. potentially in January, and then I didn't. This is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Maybe I'll put that on there as well. Honestly, yeah, why not? I mean, I'm just putting... I might be overdoing it. See, this is what happens when I'm mood reading. Or like mood choosing books. It does not end well for me, generally speaking. What's behind? Oof. Nope. Mm-mm. Those are all too, like, Greek mythology. I wonder. I think I'm gonna keep it at that and just see what I vibe with for the rest of the month. And I think I'm gonna set myself goals. I'm gonna keep that as a very loose TBR. And then set myself goals. So I think I want to read at least 10 books in February. And if I'm rereading, I might want to reread a bunch. That's going to be difficult. So I'm going to also say that I want to get 5 books out of my physical TBR. And I want to listen to one random audiobook. And I also want to continue reading at least one ebook that I've picked up, whether it's like maybe the third one in the Twisted series by Anna Huang, or the next one in the Something Meet Cute, like short story collection, something like that. And I am allowed to buy 2 books again this month, so I technically already know which books I want to buy, which is the new Ali Hazelwood. I am so excited for that. Deep End. It, oh my god, yes. And then I think on the same day, the Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory book is going to be published. I forgot what it's called, but honestly, the Tinkerbell movies were such a slay, especially The Secret of the Wings, and I ship Lord Mallory and Queen Clarion so much, and them getting a book, I'm so excited. I love it. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna keep this short because my brain don't know what it's doing anyway. So please, if you have any recommendations, let me know. Also, if you've like seen any book that you recognize and you like and you think I should read soon, let me know. Otherwise, is there a book I should buy? Let me know. It's the little joys in life, you know. And also, if you have any good little prompts for my TBR jar that I can fill that up with, I would really appreciate it, because starting March, I will be back to using the TBR jar. And yes, I'm actually really excited to read now. It's not that, like, I'm not in a reading slump in the sense of that, like, I don't want to read at all. It's just like, sitting down to pick up a book is the problem. Once I read, sticking to it isn't necessarily the problem, but we'll see how it goes. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and have a really great February. Bye!